Okay, let's just take a second to really look at the row of Fuji cloud complex. This is essentially our cosmic backyard. It's Earth's absolute closest stellar nursery, and captured here in this staggering, ultra-high definition, it's just breathtaking. Now, what might look to you like a quiet, peaceful pocket of space, it's actually violently alive. What we're seeing are these incredibly powerful jets from newborn stars literally tearing through the surrounding gas. It causes that molecular hydrogen to bleed in this vivid, almost arterial red, right against the gossamer dark textures of ancient cosmic dust. It's just a magnificent, violent birth happening right outside our stellar neighborhood.
Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're going to embark on an elegant, hyper-detailed journey that I like to call a cosmic zoom. We're going to start all the way out here, deep in the most distant, chaotic stellar nurseries of the universe, and then we're going to pull all the way back down, right into our own atmosphere. We'll be witnessing the blazing, high-speed meteor showers of the July 2026 night sky. It's going to be quite the ride.
Because honestly, stepping out into the dark this month, it is so much more than just casual stargazing. It is a profoundly human experience. It's about connecting the poetic, eternal movements of the heavens with cold, hard, scientific reality. July 2026 happens to offer this incredibly rare alignment of deep sky visibility combined with atmospheric phenomena. It basically grants us a front-row seat to the complete, spectacular life cycle of cosmic material.
So, if you step outside right around 9 p.m. on July 15th and look directly overhead, this magnificent celestial tapestry just unfolds for you. Up in the north, you've got these sprawling mythological figures dominating the sky, Draco the dragon and Hercules. And then, if you just sweep your eyes down to the south, you're greeted by the massive winding forms of Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer, and of course the unmistakable hook of Scorpius. It's like a giant puzzle mapping out the sky.
But here is where it gets absolutely incredible. When we look past those bright glowing dots to the deep sky objects they frame, a whole hidden universe opens up. Hidden right within Hercules is the Great Globular Cluster. We're talking about a densely packed sphere of hundreds of thousands of stars sitting 25,000 light-years away. And then conversely, nestled over in Scorpius, we find these sprawling, chaotic clouds of gas, like the Butterfly Nebula. It's this breathtaking juxtaposition, right? You have tightly bound ancient star cities up against the vibrant, violent remnants of dying stars.
Let's put some hard scientific rigor to this poetic chase between the Scorpion and Orion. Scorpius is anchored by its beating heart, Antares. And Antares isn't just a point of light. It is a monstrous red supergiant. It burns with a brilliant apparent magnitude of exactly 1.09, making it one of the absolute brightest objects in the summer sky. It is vastly, vastly larger than our own sun, and it just throbs with this rich, ruby-red light, completely dominating the southern horizon as it slowly dies.
Now, as we continue our cosmic zoom, plunging from those massive distant stars right down to Earth's atmosphere, we enter the realm of meteor showers. And to really appreciate them, we first need to understand a term called the radiant. A meteor shower's radiant is simply the perspective point in the sky from which these streaks of fire appear to fan out. Think of it exactly like driving your car through a heavy snowstorm. All the snowflakes seem to be rushing at your windshield from one single central point dead ahead. That's your radiant. Tucked right inside the constellation of Pisces Austrinus, which is the southern fish, lies the radiant for the minor Pisces Austrinid shower. That one peaks on July 28th. Now normally, you might see up to 5 meteors per hour fanning out from this exact point, but there's a bit of a catch this year. A near full moon is going to be lingering right nearby in Capricornus, completely ready to crash our astronomical viewing party. Its brilliant illumination is going to wash out the fainter meteors, so you'll definitely need a sharp eye for this one. And when astronomers promise you 5 meteors an hour, they are relying on a metric called the zenith hourly rate, or ZHR. It's a really vital concept for managing your stargazing expectations. The ZHR defines the absolute maximum number of meteors you could theoretically see. But here's the thing, that's only under perfect pitch-black, moonless conditions with the radiant sitting dead overhead. Since conditions are almost rarely perfect, especially with July's glowing moon, always expect a slightly more modest show than that official ZHR number.
Okay, so all of this celestial mechanics actually builds toward a truly spectacular dual event at the end of the month. On the night of July 30th, 2 entirely different meteor showers are peaking simultaneously. The Alpha Capricornids offer this slow, majestic display. They hit our atmosphere at about 23 kilometers per second, producing long-lasting, brilliantly colored fireballs. But then, in elegant contrast, you have the Southern Delta Aquariids. These guys are fast and furious. striking at 41 kilometers per second, producing a high volume of rapid, really faint streaks.
So how do you actually watch this dual show on July 30th? Here is your viewing strategy. Don't stare directly at the radiance. You'll miss the best part. Instead, look roughly halfway up the southern sky. Doing this allows your peripheral vision to catch the longer streaks as they trace across the dark. And honestly, the best part of all of this? Absolutely no telescopes are required. This grand display asks only for your unaided eyes, a nice dark location, and just the quiet patience to watch cosmic debris fall.
But you kind of have to wonder, where does this debris actually come from? Well, these southern delta aquariids are born from comet 96P/McColtz. This comet plunges dangerously close to our sun, reaching a scorching perihelion of just 0.12 astronomical units. To put that into perspective, that is well inside the orbit of Mercury. It is 8 times closer to the sun than we are. This intense solar roasting violently boils material right off the comet, leaving behind a trail of dust that has drifted through the freezing vacuum of space for roughly 20,000 years.
I want you to think about this the next time you see a shooting star. It is profoundly humbling to realize that these majestic, sky-spanning streaks of brilliant light, they are caused by literal cosmic crumbs. We're talking about tiny particles ranging from the size of a grain of sand to, at most, maybe a small pea. When they slam into our upper atmosphere at staggering speeds of up to 70 kilometers per second, sheer friction instantaneously vaporizes them into those incandescent trails we all admire.
Now, if you want to capture this aesthetic precision for yourself, I'll be honest, pointing a smartphone at the sky just won't quite cut it. NASA offers some very grounded advice here. First, you absolutely have to escape the glow of city lights. Second, lock your camera onto a sturdy tripod for those long exposures. Third, use the widest angle lens you own to capture as much sky as possible. And finally, absolutely crucial, switch to manual focus. If you leave autofocus on, your camera's going to helplessly hunt in the dark all night long, and the only thing you'll end up capturing is your own frustration.
Ultimately, our cosmic zoom brings us completely full circle. As you stand out there in the dark this July, watching fragments of 20,000-year-old comet dust violently burn out just a few miles above your head, it really leaves us with a profound question. How does this fleeting, atmospheric death of ancient dust connect our tiny blue planet to the grand, eternal cycle of those massive stars currently bursting into life deep within Rho Ophiuchi? Because the reality is, the cosmic dust that dies here is the exact same stuff that gives birth to entire worlds out there. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep looking up and never lose your sense of wonder.